Hi guys. Hey, I got the gearbox build on the holiday buggy. Only problem was the video quit partway through as I was putting two sides together. So I got this in. Now I'm running the 380, and there's a couple of things to look out for on the manual that I've seen on this because it's a little confusing. But um, take this piece H5 and double-sided tape to the motor. Okay. Now, what I had to do with mine was in the motor, that little piece it rides right in that groove of the motor. I had to shave a little bit of that plastic off for that to fit into the motor, to fit correctly, and then it um, sets in there like that. But you want to really keep an eye on the manual, because the manual, I had to do it a couple times, because the manual shows you exactly how to have it in there. And you have the bigger end towards the back of the gearbox, and then that little H5 sits right on the bottom, supports the motor. So let's keep an eye on that. You want the 17 tooth pinion holes. But yeah, it was a little interesting to say the least. Now, something I don't like about this is look at how the pinion, it's already pressed on there. I can't adjust it. Well, there's half the gear is making contact with the spur gear, and that's not good. I wish there was a way to adjust that, but the problem is if I put the spur gear out, then it takes the inner gear, takes that out further, and the dust cover that supports this rod here, it will only let that come out so far. So I guess it's just something I'm gonna have to live with. I can't really figure a way to splice it out. I was gonna try to move the motor out, but I don't even think that'll work. You'd almost need a plate or something in there to put it right, to move the motor out so it has a even distribution for the motor, to sit against the gearbox. Um, and like I said, I'm just gonna run the 380. I'm not gonna. I don't know. There's just things that kind of worry me about this one, with trying to run anything bigger than the 380 because of the plastic. Well, the outdrives, they're plastic, but then they got a metal axle or metal shaft going in them, which is great. But I just got a feeling that's going to wear out really quick, with a bigger motor. Um, I don't know. Maybe not. One way to find out. I'll try it this way, run it this way, and, if it ends up being that it's just boringly slow or whatever, then I'll think about changing it out. But for now, I'm gonna run it that way, and run it as designed. That's kind of how I like my Tamiyas. Start them out, how they are out of the box, and then if they need upgrades, I'll upgrade. But um, you know, we'll see. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out on that. And like I said, I wish that was an adjustable pinion gear, because that thing really needs to go in, because there's a lot of shaft and not a lot of gear, touching. But anyhow, so there's that. And then see, this is what I was talking about with the dust cover. It has a hole right in it. Um, so that hole supports that shaft. So that's pretty neat setup. I mean, I like how they got it, set up like that. And it's a lot better than the old Holiday Buggy, because the old Holiday Buggy, this wasn't a sealed gearbox. So that's definitely a plus there. So it says to grease these gears, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Might as well do some more building on this thing, huh, guys? This grease is just about out. In fact, I think I am basically out. Yeah, more or less. That's a bummer. Should give you more. Oh well, what do you do? Yeah, I got some on there. Some's better than none. Let's hope I don't need any more grease for anything else, because that seems to be all the grease that they gave. Yeah, okay. Well, shoot. Put the diff cover on. These are. Okay. Trying to get all my screws together here, guys. Yep. BA8. 3 of those. Yeah, this is a neat little car. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. I just want something I can go out and drive and throw dirt. I'm not really worried about the speed. I mean, like I said, eventually, yeah, I may go up to a 540. But I just, for now, want to try it out this way. Another reason that I want to do the 380 is I'm using an old radio system on this. With this being an old, like the second, third, fourth car ever built by Tamiya, I'm using a Magnum Sport radio. So with that, I just really don't want to have a whole lot of power behind it, in case, it try to get away from me or something like that, because that could be ugly. That would not be good, but you never know. But yeah, like I said, I want to do this kind of old school, cool cruiser kind of thing, and like I said, just have some fun with it. I'm not a big fan of the 380 motor. Not a big fan. But in this particular case, with this car, I'm good with it. I really think it'll be a good thing to have for this car. Okay, got the gearbox all done. Okay, now we move on to the rest of the control arms. Yeah. To think of it. Jeez. Okay, where's my other? There's my little one, there's the other big one. Here it is. Alrighty. Find my knife here. Oops. Okay, trim that out. the end off of this. Trim that out. Okay, I'm just gonna trim this one too. Yeah, that's gonna be neat. Definitely look forward to it. Like I said, I really don't want to be a big speed demon kind of thing. I'm good with having a slow Sunday driver. It's actually just kind of my whole thought of this car is just Sunday driver. Okay. Now on these, the control arms go on, and the pins go from the back, from the back forward. Okay. There's that arm. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, there we go. There's the arms. Okay, we're good. 11. I was thinking, man, wait a minute. I was looking at the instructions there, and I was looking down here for 12, which I should have been looking up here to 11, because I was thinking, man, those pins are awful short. But no, I'm good. Okay, good. Want to have these in the right direction, the right orientation, and they are. Okay, run the screw through for that. Come on, baby, get in there. There we go. And run them down. Nice. This one. I just hope we get some better weather this week. I want to run my new Arma Sentin. I want to run my Mad Van. I want to run this, but can't run any of them. It's just been rainy and crappy, and I don't want to take a brand new car out in wet, nasty muck. Just don't want to do it. Okay. Speaking of the outdrives, so let's put some grease on the drives. So again, like I said, I don't have very much, unfortunately. But what do you do? Okay, there's one. Slide it in until it catches. There it goes. That's in. Grease this one. This has been a really fun build. Man, I could do this stuff all day. Okay. And there's the second outdrive. All right. Very cool. Now it's time to put the top arms on. This is actually a very easy build. Once the motor, the 380 motor thing kind of threw me off a little bit. You just got to keep an eye out on the orientation of the motor and the motor plate. But other than that, so far so good. Okay, that's that. Very cool. Alrighty, now 2 more of the hinge pins. Make sure they're the right one. Yep. Okay, and now these, the hinge pins go from the front. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, it sucks. Last time I was filming, doing the transmission part, the camera quit on me, quit filming. Alright, so we are done with steps 11 and 12. Plastic stuff on. Okay. Now, we're basically ready to put the back of the thing together. Alright, so and this like I'm saying about the being worried about because these dog bones are plastic with a metal pin in them, but it's still plastic. So I don't know, just a little leery. You know, I don't want to replace stuff on this. I mean, you know, I'm always up for upgrading if I need to, but I don't want to go out and just start running it and breaking stuff and then, you know, it sits for a while. You know, I don't want to do that, so we'll see. Hopefully I don't have that problem. But I mean, I know I've seen other guys run the 540s on them and stuff, and they seem to be fine. But you know, I'm kind of thinking long term down the road. You know, it's like, okay, well, how many runs do you have before you know you start having problems? Which, I mean, it's typical with any RC, I guess. You know, I mean, no RC is gonna last forever, especially with me behind the wheel. Actually, don't do too bad. Alright, let's see. Now these are both number 2, so they don't matter what side. Which is good. Can't screw them up that way. Alright. Cool. Now into my trusty bearing package. Grab out 2 for this side and 2 for this one. Come on. I'm kind of stuck together. There we go. All right. Very good. Now, according to the instructions, go ahead and I'm not going to worry about greasing that because I got a bearing in there, so I'm not going to worry about it. it's going to do is attract more dirt. Okay, there's those. And okay, the BA5s are the longer of the two, and they go on the bottom from the back. Okay. And then put in a dog bone. Do that to that. And then you get the smaller, the BA6. Run that through. Okay, this side's pretty well done. Same thing here. Man, this thing really comes along when you start, you know, just getting a few things going for you, and it really starts taking shape pretty quick. All right. Very, very cool. All right, now those are all set. Now just run the hinge pins down. All righty. I know I've said it a million times before, and I'm probably saying it a million more times, but thank you very much to the RC Elf. You're an amazing person to send out cars to people that you don't even know, or, you know, you start friendships with that, you know, hopefully you can get a long, long, long friendship, because, you know, it's a great community, great people, and a lot of fun. The Adams Playground, and Brian at Amazing RC, and, you know, a lot of the other guys I've met through, you know, the RC Elf, you know, stuff that he does. Just awesome. But, well, guys, I am going to let it go from here. I've got the rear end built, and the front end's built. So now it just looks like building shocks, and go from there. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I'm going to go get some dinner, and I will talk to you down the road here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad you found it. And you guys stay tuned for the rest of the build. We'll talk to you later. Stay safe out there, guys. Happy New Year. Bye.